Is this iPad mini case better than the one from Apple? Let's check it out. Dave Taylor here, and this time I'm looking at cases for my iPad mini 4th generation. That's the latest and probably, I'm guessing, the last iPad mini Apple will ever make, which is too bad. It's such a great size. But it does leave you with the question of what case to use. Now, I'm a big fan of Apple's smart cover, and that's really nice because you open it, the device is on, you close it, the device turns off again, but that offers really very little protection other than for the screen itself. Enter this. This is the Cell-phonecover.com iPad mini 4 cover. And yeah, not a glamorous name, but that's okay. It's a pretty interesting case. First thing you notice is that it's the front and the back. It has a sort of a TPU rubber around the sides, which you then tuck the iPad into, so that works nicely, and it gives you some, I suppose, some protection against it hitting things or anything like that. And then the outside you can see is this nice design with different size circles, so it looks kind of like bubbles. I don't know, it's attractive. And then the inside is actually a leathery material, so it's a nice soft material. It's funny that on the site they just say it's leather, but I'm pretty darn sure the outside is a synthetic. Now, it comes in a ton of colors. So this is, I guess, their blue, or probably their light blue, but it also comes in black and white and rose red, dark blue, pink, apple green, this light blue, and orange and gold. That's a lot of choices, and it's good. Now, it also features the smart wake, so it's off. If I open it, then it turns the iPad on, and when I close it, it turns it off again. Turns out that's done with the magnet, but they got it, and it works fine. You can see the size is nice. It's thin, so it's adding in very, very little bulk to the actual iPad. And it does have the ability to serve as a stand, but I have to say that not super impressed with that particular feature, because if you try to do it at any sort of angle, it just does that. So I think the intention's there, but the way that they implemented it, not so good. Maybe you can try it this way. Nah, it doesn't really work either. So don't get this because you think it's going to give you 14 different positions as a stand. In my experience, it doesn't actually work doing that. Try again, and as you can see, it just falls down. So bit of a drag there, but maybe not a big deal to you. They do include this nice little screen cover that you can put on or not. I'm actually not going to, but it's a nice little added bonus. But here's the thing, to be truly honest, it's not a great case because number one, as you saw, it doesn't work as a stand. But number two, they didn't quite get the cutouts right. So you can see here, the cutout for the audio jack isn't quite in the right place, which could cause problems with you getting like headphones in properly. And you know, just as much, you'll notice on the side that they have a really big cutout for a fairly small couple of keys here. So my suspicion is that they built this based on dimensions supplied by Apple rather than having a physical product in-house. And where this is most noticeable is the huge cutout where the camera is not even in the center of it. So I've tried it. It doesn't actually get in the way of the camera, but I just feel like they could have put a little more effort into getting the measurements right, and it would be a better case. But honestly, the real showstopper for me is the fact that I can't use it as a stand other than at like a 90-degree angle. That will stay up, but that's not what I'm looking for. It is, however, very protective, and it has a nice feel to it, and obviously it comes in a ton of colors. Now, before we talk about the price, let me ask if you can go ahead and click on that subscribe button, and if this is useful, give me a thumbs up. Really appreciate that. Cool. Now, this is the Cell-phonecover iPad mini 4 cover, and it runs you $28, but they have a 10% discount that you can probably find on their website, so that drops it down a couple of dollars, which is not bad because the smart cover by itself from Apple is more than this. So this definitely gives you more protection, and obviously if you're comparing it with the Apple smart cover, that doesn't really help your iPad stand up either. So from that perspective, maybe it's a fair comparison. Anyway, you can check it out at cell-phonecover.com. This is Dave Taylor, and I'll catch you in my next video.